She'll be bringing us that story in a bit here on KTN Prime. Elsewhere, the BBI referendum principles President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga are facing a major headache after it emerged that Parliament's Joint Committee on Legal Affairs has opted not to table its report in both houses tomorrow, as was expected. This is to pave way for the second reading of the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill 2020. Among the issues the committee once addressed before they tabled the report is whether or not Parliament should be allowed to amend the BBI bill, given some of the issues pointed out during public participation. Yet Article 257 bars them from doing so. KTN senior political affairs reporter Duncan Haemba has more on what is being seen as efforts to mutilate the original BBI bill fueled by political interests.
And BBI referendum chief architects President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM party leader Raila Odinga seem to be having a fresh headache if political murmurs from Parliament's Joint Legal Committee are anything to go by. A committee that was expected to table a report on Tuesday on views collected following public participation in order to guide in the second reading of the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill will not do so. Speaking to KTN News, Kangema Member of Parliament and co-chair of the committee Muturi Kigano said that obligation will not be met and the committee requires more time to go through all opinions presented before it and address some weighty constitutional issues. A member of the team who sought anonymity says that the issue that Parliament is ceremonial is another issue we need to address. What was the intention of Article 257? The MP questions what the committee of experts that drafted the Constitution had in mind while drafting Article 256 and 257. The bone of contention here being Article 257 of the Constitution, which requires Parliament to pass the bill without a single alteration. Other matters include concerns raised on the Judicial Service Commission and the Ombudsman, the tussle between the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, KNBS, and the electoral body IEBC, with KNBS saying it has data indicating need for additional administrative units, and IEBC saying it will need 2 years to implement that. While the second schedule on transitional and consequential provisions says within 6 months from the commencement date of this act, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission shall, subject to subsection 2, determine the boundaries of additional 70 constituencies created in Article 89(1). When IEBC appeared before the Joint Committee, it was categorical that creation of new administrative units is its preserve and therefore what exists in the said bill is illegal.
A constitutional amendment process can only therefore determine the number of constituencies but should not assign the same to respective counties as in the case with the BBI Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill.
By seeking to have Parliament not play a ceremonial role of rubber stamping the BBI referendum draft, parliamentarians could be looking for a way to hijack the process and might use their numbers and political affiliations to sneak in other amendments or quash some of the initial proposals, like the allocation of new constituencies. Duncan Haemba, KTN News.
Back to our top story tonight.